We are taking pictures of you and making. It's streaming on Arise video. Look at them. No, take their pictures now. It's streaming on Arise. You will come and destroy now. Look at. They came today to come and destroy. You people want to destroy. It's a lie. Why are you going to? Come and destroy.
I find a lot of difficulty in this motion. The first issue, I was reading through, and there are this issue of what FCT said, that all. Yeah, I'm saying that one, sir. Because.
All right, so as you can see, Senate orders FCT Minister Wike to halt further demolition of structures except those authorized by the courts of competent jurisdiction following outcry from residents. So the news says the Senate have resolved to investigate the recent demolitions in the Federal Capital Territory and as
you cannot take blackmail to get something from government. You can't. You cannot.
They have come with the bulldozer to come and destroy the property. Everybody, please come out.
Come out with the gate.
Abuja people, do you know that the whole Wuse 2, Wuse Zone 4, Wuse this, Wuse that is...
Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News, Gist and Blog. Now, we have a story for you guys. Our continuation between VDM, FCT Minister, which is Nyesom Wike, and that of the former Colonel Egebo, and how they have been dragging land and properties and trying to grab land and protect your land. Anyway, reporting or reading Nigerian news is always funny, because at the end of the day, it's either you end up the story angry or you end up the story provoking or making somebody angry out there. Now, let's jump on the news. Remember how we make a report on how VDM is trying to solicit with the family of the late Colonel Egebo to protect their father's legacies and land. But presently, thank God that the news made headline, that Arise TV News make a report about that. And I want you guys, first of all, to watch what Arise TV News reported, what Nyesom Wike responded, and what VDM is currently saying. But let's watch what Arise TV News make out of the videos of VDM. We'll be right back.
The ongoing demolition of homes and communities in the Federal Capital Territory on the orders of FCT Minister Nyesom Wike have sparked protests. Well, on Wednesday, residents of Life Camp voiced their anger over the revocation of their land interests, calling the action illegal. Videos circulating on social media show FCT officials arriving with a bulldozer to carry out demolitions, but faced stiff resistance from the community. Let's take a look.
They have come with the bulldozer to come and destroy the property. Everybody, please come out.
Come out with the gate. Wait. Oh. You will kill us. Oh. You will kill me. You will kill me. Open the gate. Video. Bring out your phone. Video. Because we see what's going on.
Look. We have an order of court. Everybody is watching. This is streaming on Arise. It's streaming on Arise. It's streaming on the news. Everybody is watching. It's streaming on Arise. You want to destroy? We are taking pictures of you and making. It's streaming on Arise video. You want to destroy?
Yes, people. Criminals.
The fear of Arise is the beginning of wisdom, really, basically. It wasn't streaming on Arise. It really wasn't streaming on Arise. But of course, they used Arise to usher them out of their community. Well, all right, meanwhile, activist Martins Vincent Oshe, popularly known as Very Dark Man, shared a video during his visit to the community that revoked the land, which he said originally belonged to a late prominent military officer. Very Dark Man said the officer's family has been occupying the land since 1984 and alleged that the FCT minister revoked the land and reallocated it to his associates. Let's take a look.
behind me is the estate where Wike is trying to forcefully collect. Now, these people have been here since 1984. where they have allocated this land to them. They have the papers, they have all the legal documents. And Wike woke up one morning and said he has revoked the land, that the land is vacant. And now he has allocated it to this person. Now, I have the RFO and the CFO to the people he allocated it to. He allocated it to Saravera Nigerian Limited, which they contacted them, they are not in existence. This same Saravera are allegedly the people that are currently managing Wike's hotel in Port Harcourt. Now, the other person that has a big share in the whole of this thing is the head and the leader of the minority in House of Reps in the name of Kingsley Chinda. The person that owns this land, the person that have the legal document of this land, passed on just 4 years ago. This man was the first cadet in the Nigerian Defense Academy. If this kind of thing can happen to him after he passed, after the service, if it can happen to him, you that is a current colonel, current general, current whatever thing, and you cannot open your mouth to talk against this injustice that Wike wants to do here, mind you, tomorrow will be your turn.
Rufai.
Okay, very well. So this matter, we had a very important guest yesterday,
Yes.
Madam Richard Laurie Ogebo, and she was here to talk about all of this, and she also made most of these allegations. In fact, like I was just telling me, that the matter of land grabbing is something that should be investigated. And Natasha Akpoti, Senator representing Kogi, has also raised that matter in the Senate. And I think we should amplify it. We need to make very, very strong investigations. I remember me telling Madam Richard Ogebo yesterday that when she said, the companies were linked to Wike and all that, I said she should provide proof. So that we have had evidence to be able to say, okay, this is the case as regards this. But it is very sad. You see, we keep talking about investors not wanting to come. And these are the problems. We keep talking about challenges with investing in the real estate sector. If this can be done to somebody of that caliber in this country, how about a case where an external person, for instance, a real estate investor out of New York says, I want to come and invest in Nigeria. And guess what he does? He buys land. And all of this happens and he loses money. He's going to chase him away. And that's why I say the failure of Nigeria can also be attributed to government and government officials. That's why investigation should be done as regards this. Because in all of this, now we're having government officials that are very bullish. They will say, when we talk about these things, that, this, you don't want the interest of the country. But these are things that are happening that government officials themselves should fix. And it's not that we're doing any vainglory, as regards to Arise TV. I mean, that was just out of it. But we should have a society that government officials can respect the sanctity of contracts, and people will not be bullied because people have some level of personal interest, as alleged in some quarters.
Yeah. All right. All right. Quickly. Okay.
I wanted to just say something. That number one, the FCTA and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, both as legal entities, as legal personalities, are not above the laws of the land. This is a very touchy issue because property is very important to people. Oh, yes. When we had the Chief Mrs. Rita Lori Ogbebo here yesterday, she kept talking about the legacy of her husband, a man who fought during the Civil War, who helped to, contribute to the making of a united Nigeria, and also about the inheritance of her children. And she was saying, look, she has a responsibility to protect her husband's legacy. I guess the same is for other persons who are involved in this revocation of rights of occupancy, certificates of occupancy, and whose properties have been threatened by demolition. Now, I started by saying the FCTA, the minister himself, they are both not above the laws of Nigeria. Right. Persons that are aggrieved should rush very quickly. I know go to court in Nigeria looks like a political thing, but the law still works. People can get a restraining order, and if they have, a proper documentation, as has been pointed out by those arguing the matter, they should just go to court and say, you cannot demolish somebody's land illegally. Right. Look at the cost, look at the pain. And then where issues of integrity are involved, with the minister being accused of taking land from people and giving to his cronies, he owes the public an explanation.
In response to this, all these backlash, claims, sagas that Nyesom Wike is trying to grab land, it didn't shake Nyesom Wike. According to him, that he will still grab the land and he will make sure that nobody, not even you. I don't know, I can't talk the way you talk. Not even you. Yeah, he's going to still grab the land. That nothing The fact that you occupy that land does not make that land belongs to you. I say, bravo. However, use Julius Berger to make illustration and to defend himself, saying that giving land to Julius Berger does not mean that Julius Berger holds the land, blah, blah, blah. I want you guys to watch the video. We'll be right back.
You cannot take blackmail to get something from government. You can't. You cannot. Recently, we told Julius Berger to quit from the southern business area. When Julius Berger came to Abuja, they asked for a site for them to do their construction. That site does not mean it belongs to Julius Berger. Julius Berger has finished their job. They have to quit the land. You cannot tell me if they give you a site because of your construction, you finish, the land now turns to be your own. Is it possible? Show us the document that belongs to you. I'm not that kind of person you can think that you go on television, or they want I was living there 20 years ago. So what? You're a squatter. So what? You're a squatter. If you like, go and carry everybody. What is wrong is wrong. You go back, you send people to beg me, then you go on television to tell people that they came to take their land. You said the land was allocated to a riversman. So what? A riversman is not entitled to have a land in Abuja. You will tell me who is that person that is entitled to have a land in Abuja? You can't tell me that. If you want me to go and publish names of people who have land in Abuja, I will go and publish, let Nigeria see. If you want land, you know the right thing to do. You know the right step to take. Through blackmail, you won't get it. You don't get it. If your husband had a company who did a job for Abuja and had a site to stay, then it doesn't make it your husband's property. It doesn't. It doesn't. It is for you to come and say, please, we have this problem. How do you help us? And not to begin to blackmail people, carry people to go to social media. Nyesom Wike has come to carry somebody's land.
When he said all of this, some people were clapping. We're still trying to understand why were they clapping. I also want you guys to watch the part of VDM saying that the judiciary and the Senate has interest in this whole case. Like, okay, they told Nyesom Wike, please, pause demolition. Let's do our investigation. At the end of the investigation, they might give go ahead to Nyesom Wike or not. But however, we know Nyesom Wike not listen to anybody. He does what is in his mind. It's just like a military. 99 advice, they will still use the remaining one to do what's on their mind. All right, I want us to watch the video. We'll be right back.
All right, so as you can see, Senate orders FCT Minister Wike to halt further demolition of structures except those authorized by the courts of competent jurisdiction following outcry from residents. So the news says the Senate have resolved to investigate the recent demolitions in the Federal Capital Territory and has set up an investigative committee to investigate the matter. The resolution was made after a motion was moved during Thursday plenary by Senator Ireti Kingibe, representing FCT Senatorial District, who called the attention of the Senate to the matter. She also expressed concern over the alleged illegal demolition of structures in the nation's capital and called for an immediate stop to further demolitions, including estates already marked. Natasha Akpoti Uduangan, PDP Kogi Central, seconded the motion, saying the exercise should be stopped pending the outcome of the Senate investigation into the matter. In his remark, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio said the Senate cannot outrightly prevent the Minister of FCT Nyesom Wike from demolition structures in the nation's capital. Akpabio, however, explained that all demolition could not be stopped because the court ordered some. That one for there na 50-50. Na 50-50. So basically, they are trying to say, Wike, stop first. Let's do some investigation. But at the same time, they are still saying that Even if Wike decides to continue, it's going to continue and they cannot do anything about it. So basically, even the Senate does not have the power to tell Wike to stop. But it's a start because they've told him to stop first. So hopefully, Nyesom Wike will stop and do a little investigation before going into all this. Now, my message to Nyesom Wike is simple, right? Nyesom Wike is doing an amazing job in Abuja. I'm not even going to lie to you. He's doing an amazing job in Abuja. The roads he's creating, he has created a lot of roads. Even some places, I was born here in Abuja, so I know there are some places where I never thought there would be road, right? So he has created more roads and he's doing well, some bridges here and there. But again, you cannot, Nyesom Wike, you will not let things like this spoil what you are doing in Abuja. You will not let things like this spoil what you are doing in Abuja. Please, just do some investigation before you carry out this demolition. And there are some places that you demolish, like that other place that we were the other time. One woman, you know, I did not even say this, you know, after the demolition, you know, those people were outside. One of the women was pregnant. She gave birth inside her car. She gave birth to twins, and the twins passed on, and the woman also passed on there, right there. They took her the next day because she's a Muslim. Took her the next day and they went to go and bury her because it didn't happen like in the evening. I think it happened in the evening. So they took her in the morning, early hours of the morning, and they went to go and bury the woman. So if you are giving them like a prior notice that you want to demolish, or maybe relocate them somewhere, because at the end of the day, the essence of putting you into power is to create betterment in the society, to develop us, to develop the economy, you know, to better the lives of Nigerians. So you said the place was a shanty and all that, no problem, but at least relocate them or start developing low-cost housing for the poor people. You know, that's also development. That's also development. Imagine an FCT where there's an area where, okay, this is low cost. You know, this is low cost, there's light, they are paying their taxes, you know. If they cannot pay, they can evacuate them and let them go to their villages. At least that one, nobody go put mouth talk. But it's not that, oh, this one's cannot afford, this one is a shanty, you just scatter back. But how do we become developed? And those people now where you could just scatter their own place now, those ones can't turn terrorists for our head. They'll come start to they steal, they kidnap, they do all those sort of things. You understand? The fact that you are doing this thing does not mean we cannot see the good things that you're doing. You are doing good well and you're doing well in Abuja. But all this demolition, you know, you have to do it the right way. That's all. Yeah, I know they're against your work. Oh, I don't know you. I've never met you before. The only thing I do is to speak up against injustice and just making up more money to give people a notice of eviction that you have revoked their land and you allocated it to somebody that is from your own state. You know, there's something fishy about it. You revoke, you give them a notification after you have already revoked without them even knowing, and allocated it without them knowing. So you revoke and allocated before you even give them notice. No now. With CFO, you revoke, allocated, and give CFO in less than how many? In less than 2 weeks. Come on. Anyways, so we hope that Nyesom Wike stops, and let's see what's going to happen. Peace and love. Shout out to the Senate and shout out to God for making it possible. Don't play.
Remember, this land was not leased to late Konegebo. It was given to him. When you give land to contractors, you lease it. You don't sell it for them. You lease the land for them. So that at a time when they finish their work, they can move out and relocate to somewhere else. But giving land to somebody, just like in every community these days, not everybody bought land in your community. Some land were given to you because you are from there, like your ancestors, your father. Okay, because you are from here, you take this land. Just same thing like new community developing these days. Some land is allocated to you because you are from there or your parents are from there. So you take any other person coming to that place, they buy their land, or the land that were allocated to you, you can sell it out. That is how it has been working. In some cases, when it comes to a legend like this, a land can be given to you as an honor. Let's say, for example, your monarch, your king, your Igwe, and your imam can say, okay, so land like this, I want you to cut so part for this person for the things he have done for this community or for the things he have done in this nation. They cut this land, they write your name, seal of ownership, they give it to you without you paying dime. It's just like a reward. Some in-laws also do it. When you marry their daughters, they cut land for you. You don't specifically pay for that land, but they just will it for you, put ownership. Imagine after 50 years or 80 years, somebody just come. You know the land my father gave to you, I need it back. It doesn't really make sense. That land, you own it. Either you pay for it, you didn't pay for it. That is the corner they are trying to pin Igbo now. Like, okay, this land we're giving to you by our late generals because of the things you done, because of the things you did, the fought war and all of that. But presently, we are trying to revoke that seal of ownership. Remember, seal of ownership means that the certificate of ownership, you hold this land. It's not, I don't know if there's a lease of ownership, I don't know. But Nyesom Wike, the worst of it all is that he's not trying to give it and give to the federal. He's claiming this land, giving to himself through somebody from his own town. Like, okay, this land belongs to you, but I own this land. Every money I give you, you give this land. And every money you make from this place, they give to you, you return it back to me. It's just like being a ghost owner of that land. Some people don't really understand. Anyway, this is where I'm going to be ending the video today. That is only way I can make a justifications or explanation about all of this. I rest my case. I will be waiting for you guys in the comment section. What are your thoughts about this? Do you really think a land that have been willing or given to somebody as a reward for what they did or for the things that you just felt like, okay, I give you this land, can that land be revoked after seal of ownership is given to the rightful owner, given to you? Remember, as an in-law, like as I make an illustration, that as an in-law, as a monarch, or the monarch, or anybody just give you land, give you the seal of ownership, and say this land belongs to you. Can the person also revoke the seal of ownership after maybe years? He felt like this land, he shouldn't have given it to you. Anyway, thank God that VDM also make explanation that the judicial and the Senate already said, okay, what's it called? Nyesom Wike, please pause while investigation continue. You know, investigation will also end up in Nyesom Wike side. Who can tell Nyesom Wike? Even Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot even challenge Nyesom Wike the way Nyesom Wike is going right now. Anyway, I rest my case. I'm waiting for you in the comment section. I love you guys. God bless you for the new week. And until we meet again, don't forget to subscribe. If you do, turn on the notification bell so that you wouldn't miss out our future uploads. All right. Peace out. Love you.
I find a lot of difficulty in this motion. The first issue, I mean, I was reading through, and there are this issue of what FCT said that all. Yeah, I'm saying that one, sir. I'm saying that one, sir, because we cannot stop the minister from doing his work. Let us restrict. Yes, let us restrict. He's cleaning the city. He's cleaning the city, making the city look good. The idea of demolition is to make the city look good. We can't stop him from doing his work. Yes, we can't stop him from doing his work. This city must look good. It must be a modern city. Well, let's restrict ourselves to the motion. Let us restrict ourselves to the motion of demolition of this estate.
You talk like somebody who is in the built industry. Are you an architect? Well, let me put it this way.
I'm saying it with all sense of respect.
Let me put it this way. Senator Abbas, you can allow Natasha to concentrate now.
My Abuja people, do you know that the whole Wuse 2, Wuse Zone 4, Wuse this, Wuse that is sitting on 600 hectares of land? I want to ask you now, how many people do you think lives in Wuse 2? From Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, Zone 6, Wuse Central, Wuse 2, the main Wuse market, all of them are sitting on 600 hectares of land. How many people do you think lives in Wuse 2? We will be more than 200,000. 200,000, nothing less than 200,000 people to 500,000 people lives in Wuse 2. This present administration, headed by Minister Wike, gave just one family, husband, wife, and children, are the people in that company. Gave one family 508 hectares of land in Usman here. No be Bagalada, no be Kujeo, Usman. 508 hectares of land. Many Abuja people, residents, have applied for land over some 20 years ago, some 15 years ago, just a plot, just 800 square meter to build their home. They are still on waiting list. But Wike-led leader in Abuja, they gave out last month, October and November, they gave one person, one company, 508 hectares. It's like you giving the whole Wuse to one family, to one company. It is not for mass housing. Oh. I keep telling you, mass housing doesn't require right of vote. It is letter of intent. My brother, does it make sense to you and I? If they share that land, over 100,000 people will be smiling home for Christmas right now. It is time for our leaders to start having conscience. What is bad is bad.